Yeah, it's the same day, but it's two different videos. I'm pretty sure I posted this one like a week later or something. But because this is going to be on week three, no, week four and week five, which is the week we just passed. Because if I decide to postpone it and say, okay, let me do it on that day, you guys are not going to hear me again. You guys are not going to hear again from me for like 2 weeks. But we're going to be doing it. I'm sure people will be asking like, what's this bed at my back? This is just an extra bed in my room. This is my bed. Like this is my bed. But I just okay, today I'm going to talk about week four and week five. See you soon. It's not actually much. This video is not going to be long because nothing much happened, really. Okay, so for week four and week five, I had two events. Or let's say events. Yeah, we had convocation, I think, on week four. I think it was on the first week of November or the last week of October, one of those two. We should had convocation during that time. And then my friend called me out and she gave me some things. And I also got some things from people because and I feel like this is the set where I got known the most. Other sets, people really know me, like really. But I think this set was true. But what even happened again? So we had our IT defense last 2 weeks, and yes, it was smooth. But the week before that, I had another presentation, which was quite. It was also chill. It was actually on the same week or this week. One of those two. So during my IT defense, let me tell you what happened. It was like a lot. I came looking good. I came looking snatched. I came looking like, yes, I'm about to destroy. I'm about to spoil because I didn't go for 6 months away from this school to go and play. I went to go and learn. I went to go and some data analysis. I would analyze your data. I would analyze your life. I can analyze your health. Yeah. So I decided to go. Of course, like why not? Let me tell you what happened. So people were presenting before me now because we had this list and we're like few girls. I think we're 4 girls in my group and we're like 40 something, 30 something people. And we had like 4 lecturers. To be your supervisor. If you're under your supervisor, you'll be in that group. And there were like up to 6 groups. So this was all of NACOS, which involved computer science, software engineering, cybersecurity, and information technology. So we're like 4 girls. And in my course alone was 6 girls out of I think 60 or 59. Yeah. So that should tell you why we're 4 girls out of like 30 something group or 30 something people. So then we were presenting or people started presenting and then these lecturers were giving it back to back. You did not do anything. You did not learn anything. You did not leave this place. Move out from that front. Go sit down. You're smiling. You're smiling. You're smiling when you did not do anything. You're smiling. I was like, oh no, that's not gonna happen for me. But you guys should, whatever. But I was like, I was going to present that day because I knew we are too much to present all in one day. And I was like, I have to present that day because I'm not coming back again tomorrow. I'm not coming back to come and present. No, I was like, I have to present that day. So that day now, I was actually the timekeeper and I was trying my best to give people time. But like, bro, like some people were having the most boring sessions. Like it's never that deep. Just be fast. Just tell us what you did. Just like, I'm not here to judge though. I pray everyone gets an A in my position. But there was this particular boy who came. He came out with the biggest confidence. Like, okay. So he came out like, oh yeah, I'm about to come and squash this thing. He dropped his, because you have to print like, let me give you guys an example. Oh my God. You have to print something like this. You get see how thick mine is, or at least be like 40 something, 30 something, 50 something pages, whatever you learn to do. So, and then you have to create a PowerPoint, at least 12 to something. My God. And you have to, supposed to be technically just popped up on my phone. You have to also create a PowerPoint, at least 12 to something pages. Then he came out and he dropped his. And his was like very tiny, like less than half, like something like this. And then the man was like bending it like this, like, what is this? What is this you're giving to us? He was like, it's what I did. And he worked in one big company. I don't remember the name, but they were like, they know that company. La, 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 and they are very sure they were paying him. La, la, la. So they were like, okay, he should open up his PowerPoint and start presenting. He was like, oh, he does not have a PowerPoint because he did not learn anything. Yeah.
What? We're flying to Philadelphia.
The audacity. Jesus. What do you mean you do not have a PowerPoint because you went home for how many months? Mind you, this is like, okay, he was in computer science, so it's 3 units. But also for software engineering, because he went for 6 months, it's 6 units. But I'm just like, even if it's 3 units is much. If you get, like, people have courage, courage. And he was smiling. This boy was like, and they were like, and he was like, okay, she present. He was just talking. He wasn't even presenting. He was just talking like, I shall just do, but I did not learn anything. And I was like, bro, like, even if, you know that even if you didn't learn anything when you were to, you should have tried to do something, try to show something that you know, or even for your parents. Your parents are the ones paying your school fees, or even for the respect of your lecturers. Do you know that this has to be like the biggest lack of respect? Because do you know how much you would not respect your lecturers? Just go there and be like, oh, he didn't learn anything, so he didn't create any PowerPoint, and then they should do what they want to do. Mind you, my lecturers are so lenient. God, they are so lenient because they were not like, oh, that he should go and come back the next day because there were people going to present the next day because not everybody was going to finish that day. They're like, oh, he should go and come back the next day. That okay, that he should go and better do this. That if they should grade him with what he just did. Do you know that is so lenient? Because I felt like if it were like very strict supervisors, he would have not even gotten where he got. They would have just said, okay, go and sit down. And that is the end, straight off F. But they still give him chance. And I feel like that is one of the perks of going to like a private school, is because not because they will grade you out of proportion, because they don't just give us A's for no reason, but they will give you chances to like at least prove your point because they don't want you to fail. But people do fail. People do come to repeat like so many times. But they try to be like, okay, you are paying 1 million plus. Mind you, our school is like 1 million plus. That is like someone else's like entire uni school fees. But that is our like one session school fees. And then they are just doing that. But I feel like if I have a boy child, if you don't want to go to school, just tell me, because what I have seen in men that come to, because I'm in a male dominated field, that come to school, I'm just like, these people don't want to come to school. They're just here because their parents like push them here. If you don't want to go to school, tell me, let me not waste my money. So that was his own share. They shall give him chance, which I'm so shocked. But people did well. I did well. You know, when I was done present, because I was talking about data analysis, they're like, oh, how you represent? Because I made use of Streamlit, which is like a cloud, whatever, and Altair and Seaborn. And I was just giving to them like back to back to back. I didn't answer one question because, of course, I didn't know it. Something about performance matrix. But I was just like, okay. And she was just like, okay. But she went like, oh, I did well. Yeah, and I helped my supervisor, like my main project supervisor, carry my his office. He was like, oh, I loved your presentation. I was like, yeah, clock it. And then one girl was there. She was like, oh, please, which level are you? I was like, oh, 400. She was not bowing. She literally bowed down to me like this. I was like, oh, sorry, good morning, ma. I was like, 100 level students, calm down, no. Please, Jesus, you know, at that point, I just realized that what I'm in 400. Like, I remember when I was in 100 level and looking at those in 400, like, oh, see these big boys and big girls. And now I'm that big boy and big girl. You get it? If you don't get it, don't worry. I hope you get there one day. But that was it, Sha, and I did well. And then one round, like it was a very nice. So it did well. And the next time I did a presentation for class and we asked some questions, I was just like tired. But that was like the main thing that happened during my third week and fourth week. And yes, my project topic has been approved, and then we have a lot to do, a lot of research to take on, because I said that this is my project. I'm not going to do it just for the mark. It's going to be something that is going to affect our economy, like Nigeria the way it is now, because Nigeria, we all know that it's not going to a good place. So I want to do something that affects us and helps us as individuals. And we should also pray for Nigeria because a lot is going on and a lot is happening. And I know that it can happen to anyone. I just want to tell you all to also be safe out there. Be careful where you go to. Be careful where you are. Be careful who you are with. Don't be out late at night. And I know it also happens during the daytime. And it can also come to your house and always pray to God. I love you. And I'm always putting all of you in my prayer because I care for you all. Mwah. Bye.